Good afternoon, party people. This here's Big Mama, and right now I'm about to show y'all how to make something delicious for your husband. We're gonna make us a shepherd's pie.
He's got the only mama that'll walk the line.
Big Mama don't like meatloaf, so the compromise is shepherd's pie. Mama prefers to make these on cleaning day, because I can go ahead and make it up and then just warm it up in the oven. Because after you've cleaned all day, you do not feel like feeding that fat mouth when he comes home from work. So you can just cook this up before you slave away at your other things, and you got a good meal waiting on your husband when he comes home. You just put it back in the little toaster oven and it works up just fine. The only thing that's bad about it is the mess it makes, because you got to use 3 pans. You got to have you a pan to fry the meat, you got to have you a pan to make the sauce, and you got to have you a pan for your taters. So it does make quite a bit of a mess, but it's good, it'll keep him quiet, and you can have some peace at the end of the day. And you never know when you're going to want to make it. Mama has got the tried and true way to make it. This is cooking for 2. And you can keep the ingredients on hand if you follow Mama's recipe. Keep these ingredients in your cupboard. I always got these ingredients in my cupboard so I can make fat mouth a shepherd's pie. So, let's get started. Now, as Mama told you, we're going to be cooking for 2. So this is just enough for 2 people to have supper. You might be able to stretch it out to 3. Sometimes we have some left over. Sometimes we don't. But what we're starting out with is 4 frozen hamburger patties. Mama uses KROGER brand. They're fine. My only recommendation is that you get the ones with the least amount of fat. Because if you don't, you're draining a bunch of stuff off your meat and it takes up time. And it's gross and aggravating. Now the reason why Mama uses frozen, because I don't ever know when I'm going to make this. And I can't be having no meat sitting in the refrigerator for days upon days upon days. Can't be doing that. Now, we're going to start getting that warmed up, but we got to fix the flavor. So again, because I don't know when I'm going to make it, I keep my ingredients on hand. So I use chopped onions, all dried, KROGER brand. They're fine. Put you some onions down in there. This is going to help the flavor of the meat. And we're just going to let it brown up real nice. Make sure you break it up good too. You don't want big chunks of meat in your shepherd's pie. You want a nice mélange d'ingrédients. Alright, so now Mama's got her meat going. It's all nice and brown. And as you can see, because I got the high quality stuff, there ain't no fat to drain. So we're going to flavor the meat just a little bit more. You put this after your meat's good and brown. Don't put it before. A little bit of garlic. I like to use the Spice World minced. This here is a 12-ounce bag of peas and carrots. Mama likes to use KROGER brand. They're fine. And they're also always on sale, so you don't gotta listen to Fat Mouth complain about your grocery bill. Put those in there. Let them brown up a little bit. Oh yeah. Alright, now while they're browning up in there and getting warm and not frozen no more, turn that down a little bit. Now over here, I got me a little tiny saucepan, and there's about 2 tablespoons of butter down in there that's just about melted on the stove. Once that's good melted, what we're going to do is add 2 heaping tablespoons of flour. Don't get in a big hurry or it'll have lumps. You're making kind of a gravy texture out of it. To that, we're going to add a half cup of water. Now, the thing about your water, don't use tap water. It's going to ruin the flavor of your food, and you're already using cheap ingredients anyway, so why you want to make it worse? You can save a lot of your flavor by using bottled water. I prefer the Crystal Geyser. This is the best tasting water. We buy the water bottles too. Slowly mix it in so you don't get lumpy goo. Make sure you got all your edges good. Give it a good mix. Now this is real important. You got to put the Worcheshire sauce in your butter mixture right now, because if you don't, It tastes sweet and fat mouth starts slapping. I don't know about a tablespoon. Mama's pretty generous. We like the Worcestershire. Get it to where it's nice and caramel. That's a nice color right there. That's pretty good. We are going to add this to our meat mixture. Now that everything's settled down a little bit. Now what this does is thickens it up. Slowly add it, mix it up. You don't want it all in one spot, it ruins it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now it's nice and creamy. So at this point, what we want to do is add our spices. This is what gives it that shepherd's pie flavor. I like the Spice Islands, rosemary and thyme. Now the thing about this, you want the crushed rosemary. It's got to be crushed. Don't get no ground stuff. And the thyme. Now the thing about the thyme, I'll show you the texture of the thyme because this just says thyme, so I don't know, but hopefully you can see that. Kind of leafy. These ain't all crushed up. They're not powder. Don't get powder. It don't work. Now Mama used to, you know, get the things out and actually measure this, but I now. It's 2 teaspoons rosemary, 1 teaspoon thyme. So you want more rosemary to thyme. So Mama just eyes it. There's my rosemary. So I want more rosemary than I do thyme. Pretty generous. I'm at the end of my bottle. I'll just use the whole bottle. Thyme. Just a light dusting of the thyme. Just real light dusting. Yeah. Let that kindly warm up in the pan for a minute with everything else so that the flavors start to congeal. You want your flavors to congeal. Everything's got to be tasty. Now while that's warming up, the rosemary and the thyme, you want to get you a saucepan about like this. Put your 2 cups of water in it. Again, don't be using the tap water. But we want to put 2 cups of water on the boil. Alright, while my water's boiling, I'll talk to you a little bit about the taters I'm going to use. I prefer the IDAHOAN Baby Reds. They're fine. But I don't buy the cheap ones because they leave a plasticky film in your mouth. It's got to be the IDAHOANs. And I prefer the Baby Reds. You can use your favorite brand. Now, of course, you could get you some taters out and peel them and boil them and butter them and mash them and do all that stuff. But that ain't being lazy, is it? No, and this is the lazy way. So, IDAHOAN Baby Reds, quick and easy. You can keep them in the cabinet and you won't have that stinky tater smell in your tater bin. My tater water's come up just about a boil. I don't like to get the rolling boil like the directions say because I don't want to cook all the minerals out of the taters and out of the water. And fight with the Baby Red package. You gotta fight with the package because it don't want to come open. Get you a fork. Gradually add your taters in. Don't want to add them too fast because you get lumps and fat mouth starts slapping. Ooh. All right, now, while them sit for a second so they can thicken up, you want to get you a pan. I have no idea how big this pan is. Here's Big Mama's pan. I don't know how big it is, but I like the shape and it fits the shepherd's pie perfectly. So we're going to put our meat mixture down in there and flatten it out. Make it nice and flat. Ooh, it's a thick one today. Ooh, this one's tall. All right. Now you take your taters, give them one final mix, throw them on there. I like to kindly pile them in the middle at first. There. Get every last bite of taters. Don't waste no taters in your pan because you want that nice thick tater topping. Just like that. Now you're going to smooth that down real pretty like this. Yeah. Make it real nice and pretty just like that. Yeah, boys. Son. Got some little Baby Red skins in there. Make it look like you boiled the taters yourself. Smashed them, mashed them. But you didn't. Them Baby Reds is what make it look fancy. After this, all you gotta do is you let it sit. When your husband comes home, put it under the broiler for a few minutes. Don't put it in the refrigerator unless it's gonna be hours, because then it'll get cold and you'll have a time of warming it up. But what I'm gonna do here, he'll be home in about 45 minutes. That gives me time to sweep and scrub the bathroom. And I'm gonna put it in the toaster oven, get the top all nice and brown. I'll be sure to show you what it looks like and show you how happy my hubby is after he eats my shepherd's pie.